3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Jaguars, and it's Gardner Minshew, their second-year quarterback, leading the way.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
A lane to run there is Fournette, able to get about 7 on first down. The ball carrier. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week: 17 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun is Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So here are the Titans backed up to start this drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The open man is Smith. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And the Titans first down.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 30.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 17 carries, 51 yards. Here's 2nd and 8.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryant. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a dump off here complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Nothing.
And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
A good pickup there at 22.
10 at the 26-yard line.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Jackson.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10. At their own.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st down, Titans.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
A gain of 2.
On play action, they'll throw. Short throw to Smith.
The pass.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Check, 47. Here we go.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Last year's All-Pro punter, Brett Kern, comes on for Tennessee. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
Yeah, 99 yards to go if they want to do just that.
3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
That's good for a Jaguar.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7. Titans nothing.
Watch tight. Tight end right. 4 down. Let's go. Snap.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
Let's get off the field.
On 2nd and 12, Minshew. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Good for a Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Minshew sets to throw. That's out to his running back, Fournette. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And 4.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 27-yard line.
Push him back.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Henry, the Titan ball.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
3rd and long.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now back to throw.
Get ready.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
Draw play. This is Henry. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Minshew over the middle, and it's incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
12 at the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete, middle of the field to Humphreys. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by
these defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. About 3 yards there to the 27. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
A toss right to Henry.
At the 27 yard
and he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 20-yard line.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
At the Jaguars' 9-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Adam Humphries, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Watch the backer.
Another try after the first down sack. Minshew brought in here by Tyler Eifert. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They will find Davis. That's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Check.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll look downfield for Humphries. And that will be incomplete. He tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get our tour started out at...
And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And the half will begin with a touchback.
Let's go.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Again, it's Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Derrick Henry on the handoff. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. The open man is Smith. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
47's the mark. 47. Check.
A first down carry for Henry. Past the 20. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big pickup of 38. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Caught, Eifert over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At the 48-yard line.
Minshew with a give to Fournette. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Minshew sets to throw.
46-yard line.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-7. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
from the 30 on 2nd down. Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Minshew. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's 2nd down. It'll be Minshew again. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
After the sack on 1st down, Minshew. A pass underneath for Fournette. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Jaguar 1st down as Minshew finds Westbrook.
At the 11-yard line.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
3rd down and 16.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. The Jaguars on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. So at the start of this game, it looked like the defense was wearing him down a little bit. Now you look at the numbers, that's kind of flipped.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. And his offensive line has really started to play well. And the best offensive line coaches that I've ever talked to, when they have great runners, you know what they tell their guys? Relax. You don't have to be perfect. Get as many guys as you can. But if you leave one free, the great runner will either make him miss or go through him. So don't worry about that. You don't have to be so precise. Just go ahead, block some people, try and create some room, and allow him to go to work.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Tennessee.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run it again with Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
The tackle made by
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 33. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
no gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
They'll run for it with Henry. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Minshew. This one complete to the tight end O'Shaughnessy. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And Eifert has it. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
1-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Minshew with a throw caught by Eifert, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 12-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
Makes the score Titans 21.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
27-yard line. 2 yards on.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry, and he powers his way up past the 30.
Derrick Henry on
3rd and 4. And this crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
First down, Titans.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A pass there complete to Westbrook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Oh, little 360.
Oh,
and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And Minshew going to get him to the line quickly. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Back to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for Tennessee, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to